Question 1. Which of the following statements accurately reflects the purpose of title insurance in a real estate transaction? A. Title insurance provides coverage for the loss of value in a property due to market fluctuations. B. Title insurance ensures that the title to the property is clear of any legal issues and defects that may have occurred before the policy was issued. C. Title insurance protects against losses from future claims against the property that arise after the policy is issued. D. Title insurance guarantees that the property is free of any environmental hazards or defects. Answer. B. Explanation. Title insurance primarily ensures that the title to the property is clear of any legal issues or defects that existed prior to the issuance of the policy. This includes issues such as undisclosed liens, errors in public records, or claims of ownership that could affect the buyer's right to the property. Unlike property insurance, title insurance does not cover losses from market fluctuations, A. Future claims after the policy, C. Or environmental hazards, D. This protection is crucial in securing the buyer's investment by addressing potential legal issues that could impact ownership. Question 2. In Nebraska, which document typically outlines the terms and conditions under which a title insurance policy will cover a claim? A. The closing disclosure. B. The title commitment. C. The title insurance policy. D. The warranty deed. Answer. C. Explanation. The title insurance policy is the document that outlines the specific terms and conditions of coverage, including what risks and defects are covered, as well as any exclusions. The title commitment, B, is a preliminary report issued before the policy is finalized and does not itself provide coverage. The closing disclosure, A, details the financial aspects of the real estate transaction but not the insurance terms. The warranty deed, D, is used to transfer ownership but does not provide insurance coverage details. The title insurance policy is essential for understanding the protections offered and any limitations of the coverage. Question 3. Scenario-based scenario. Mary is purchasing a property in Nebraska and finds out that a prior owner had a lien against the property which was not disclosed during the title search. Mary is concerned that this undisclosed lien might affect her ownership rights. What should Mary do to address this issue? A. Accept the property and request the lien be removed after purchase. B. Notify the title insurance company immediately to file a claim for the undisclosed lien. C. Cancel the transaction and request a refund for any fees paid. D. Proceed with the purchase and rely on the lien being settled by the seller. Answer. B. Explanation. In such a scenario, Mary should notify the title insurance company immediately to file a claim for the undisclosed lien. Title insurance is designed to protect buyers from defects in the title that were not discovered during the initial title search. By filing a claim, Mary can seek coverage for the financial impact of the lien, as it is the title insurer's responsibility to resolve issues related to undisclosed liens. Accepting the property and handling the lien afterwards, A, or relying on the seller to address it, D, may not provide adequate protection or resolution. Cancelling the transaction, C, is a possible option but would not address the underlying issue of the lien that was not discovered during the title examination. Question 4. What is the primary difference between an owner's title insurance policy and a lender's title insurance policy? A. An owner's title insurance policy covers only the lender's interest in the property, while a lender's title insurance policy covers the owner's interest. B. An owner's title insurance policy provides coverage for the buyer's interest in the property, while a lender's title insurance policy covers the lender's interest. C. An owner's title insurance policy is required by law, while a lender's title insurance policy is optional. D. An owner's title insurance policy covers future property value changes, while a lender's title insurance policy covers past title issues. Answer. B. Explanation. An owner's title insurance policy provides coverage for the buyer's interest in the property, protecting them from defects or issues in the title that were not discovered before the policy was issued. A lender's title insurance policy, on the other hand, protects the lender's interest in the property, ensuring that the lien position is secured. Neither policy is legally required by law, but they are commonly used to protect the respective parties in a real estate transaction. The coverage for future property value changes, D, is not part of title insurance policies. Question 5. Under Nebraska law, what is the required procedure if a title insurance claim involves a potential fraud issue? A. The title insurance company must immediately pay out the claim without investigation. B. The claimant must first resolve the fraud issue with the seller before involving the title insurance company. C. The title insurance company must conduct an investigation into the fraud claim before deciding on coverage. D. The claimant is responsible for paying for the legal costs associated with the fraud investigation. Answer: C. Explanation. When a title insurance claim involves potential fraud, the title insurance company is required to conduct an investigation to verify the validity of the claim and determine whether it falls within the policy's coverage. The insurance company cannot simply pay out the claim without an investigation, as fraud issues require thorough examination to prevent wrongful claims. The claimant B should involve the title insurance company for resolution rather than addressing fraud independently. Legal costs D related to the investigation are typically covered by the insurance company as part of their obligation to resolve valid claims. Question 6. Which of the following best describes the purpose of a title commitment in Nebraska? A. To provide a detailed financial breakdown of the real estate transaction. B. To outline the terms and conditions of the title insurance policy before it is issued. C. To serve as a legally binding contract between the buyer and the seller. D. To verify the accuracy of the property's environmental assessments. Answer: B. Explanation. A title commitment outlines the terms and conditions under which a title insurance policy will be issued, including any requirements or exceptions. It is a preliminary report that details what the insurance policy will cover if issued and identifies any issues that need to be addressed before the policy becomes effective. It is not a financial breakdown. A legally binding contract. C. Or an environmental assessment. D. The title commitment is crucial for understanding the coverage and ensuring that all title issues are resolved before closing. Question 7. When calculating title insurance premiums in Nebraska, which factor is typically NOT considered? A. The purchase price of the property. B. The amount of coverage required by the policy. C. The location of the property. D. The number of previous owners of the property. Answer: D. Explanation. When calculating title insurance premiums, factors such as the purchase price of the property A, the amount of coverage required B, and the location of the property C are considered. The number of previous owners D is generally not a factor in determining premiums. Title insurance premiums are based on the value of the property and the level of coverage rather than the property's ownership history. Question 8. In Nebraska, what action must a title insurance agent take if they discover a discrepancy in the legal description of the property during the title examination? A. Proceed with the transaction as long as the discrepancy does not affect the property value. B. Notify the parties involved and recommend that the legal description be corrected before proceeding. C. Ignore the discrepancy if the title insurance policy will cover it. D. Complete the transaction and address the discrepancy in a separate legal agreement. Answer: B. Explanation. If a title insurance agent discovers a discrepancy in the legal description of the property, they must notify the parties involved and recommend that the legal description be corrected before proceeding. Accurate legal descriptions are crucial for ensuring clear property titles and avoiding future disputes. Ignoring the discrepancy C or addressing it separately D could lead to complications or claims issues. The title insurance policy does not cover errors that are not resolved before the transaction is completed. Question 9. Scenario-based. Scenario: David is reviewing a title commitment for a property he plans to purchase in Nebraska. He notices that there is an outstanding mortgage lien from a previous owner which was not listed in the commitment but is mentioned in the preliminary title search. What should David do to resolve this issue? A. Accept the title commitment as is, assuming the lien will be addressed during closing. B. Contact the title insurance company to ensure that the lien will be cleared before closing. C. Proceed with the purchase and seek legal action against the seller if the lien is not resolved later. D. Cancel the purchase and request a refund from the title insurance company. Answer: B. Explanation. David should contact the title insurance company to ensure that the outstanding mortgage lien is addressed and cleared before closing. It is the responsibility of the title insurance company to resolve any discrepancies or issues identified in the title commitment. Accepting the commitment without addressing the lien A or seeking legal action later C could result in complications. Cancelling the purchase D might be premature without first ensuring that the title issue can be resolved. Ensuring that the lien is cleared is critical for protecting David's ownership rights. Question 10. What is typically covered by a title insurance endorsement for zoning issues? A. Protection against unrecorded zoning violations that affect property use. B. Coverage for losses due to changes in zoning laws after the policy is issued. C. Protection against disputes with local zoning authorities regarding property boundaries. D. Coverage for environmental hazards arising from zoning changes. Answer A. Explanation. A title insurance endorsement for zoning issues typically provides protection against unrecorded zoning violations that affect the property's use. This endorsement helps cover issues related to zoning regulations that were not discovered during the initial title search. It does not cover changes in zoning laws after the policy is issued. B. Disputes with local authorities. C. Or environmental hazards. D. Zoning endorsements ensure that the property can be used as intended according to current zoning regulations. Question 11. In the context of title insurance in Nebraska, which of the following best describes the purpose of a title search? A. To verify the market value of the property for insurance purposes. B. To identify any potential legal claims or defects against the property title. C. To determine the suitability of the property for specific uses based on zoning laws. D. To assess the environmental impact of the property on its surroundings. Answer B. Explanation. The purpose of a title search is to identify any potential legal claims or defects against the property title. This includes checking for issues such as unpaid liens, judgments, or claims of ownership that could affect the buyer's ability to obtain clear title. The title search does not involve verifying market value. A. Suitability based on zoning. C. Or environmental impact. D. Identifying and resolving title defects is crucial for ensuring the buyer receives a clear and unencumbered title. Question 12. Which document serves as evidence of title insurance coverage and outlines the terms and conditions of the policy? A. Title commitment. B. Closing disclosure. C. Title insurance policy. D. Warranty deed. Answer C. Explanation. The title insurance policy serves as evidence of coverage and outlines the specific terms and conditions under which the title insurance company will provide protection. It details what risks are covered, any exclusions, and the limits of liability. The title commitment is a preliminary document outlining the terms for issuing the policy. The closing disclosure B. Details the financial aspects of the transaction, and the warranty deed D. Transfers property ownership but does not provide insurance coverage details. Question 13. What is the typical process for resolving a claim related to a title defect in Nebraska? A. The title insurance company must automatically settle the claim without requiring any additional information. B. The claimant must provide evidence of the title defect and cooperate with the title insurance company's investigation. C. The claimant must wait for the title insurance company to resolve the defect before proceeding with the purchase. D. The title insurance company will only cover claims if the defect was identified in the initial title search. Answer B. Explanation. To resolve a claim related to a title defect, the claimant must provide evidence of the defect and cooperate with the title insurance company's investigation. The title insurance company is responsible for investigating and resolving valid claims based on the policy terms. Automatic settlement without investigation A. is not typical, and waiting to resolve the defect C. before proceeding with the purchase might delay the transaction. The insurance company does not limit coverage to defects identified only in the initial search. D. It covers defects that arise as specified in the policy. Question 14. Which factor is least likely to affect the premium rate for title insurance in Nebraska? A. The property's purchase price. B. The location of the property. C. The property's historical significance. D. The amount of coverage provided by the policy. Answer C. Explanation. The premium rate for title insurance is typically affected by the property's purchase price A. Location B. And the amount of coverage D. The historical significance of the property C. is not a factor in determining the premium rate. Premiums are calculated based on property value and coverage requirements rather than the property's historical status. Question 15. Which of the following is NOT, a typical endorsement included in a standard title insurance policy? A. ALTA 4. Comprehensive endorsement. B. ALTA 9. Environmental protection endorsement. C. ALTA 22. Property tax endorsement. D. ALTA 8. Zoning endorsement. Answer B. Explanation. ALTA 9. Environmental protection endorsement is not typically included in a standard title insurance policy. Common endorsements include ALTA 4. Comprehensive endorsement A. ALTA 22. Property tax endorsement. C. An ALTA8 zoning endorsement. D. These endorsements cover various aspects of property title risks, but environmental issues are generally not covered by standard endorsements and may require separate environmental insurance. Question 16. In Nebraska, what must a title insurance agent do if they discover a prior lien that was not recorded but affects the current property title? They ignore the lien as it does not affect the current title. B. Proceed with the transaction and address the lien in a separate agreement. C. Report the lien to the title insurance company for resolution before completing the transaction. D. Inform the buyer to resolve the lien directly with the previous owner. Answer. C. Explanation. If a title insurance agent discovers a prior lien that affects the current property title, they must report it to the title insurance company for resolution. The title insurance company is responsible for addressing and clearing any such issues before the transaction is completed. Ignoring the lien A or addressing it separately B would not ensure that the title is clear. Informing the buyer to resolve the lien directly D may not provide adequate protection or resolution. Question 17, scenario-based scenario. Emily is closing on a property in Nebraska and finds out that the property's legal description in the title commitment does not match the legal description in the deed. What should Emily do to address this discrepancy? A. Proceed with the closing as long as the seller agrees to address the discrepancy after closing. B. Request that the title insurance company update the legal description in the policy before closing. C. Cancel the transaction and seek a refund from the title insurance company for any costs incurred. D. Accept the discrepancy and file a legal complaint if issues arise later. Answer. B. Explanation. Emily should request that the title insurance company update the legal description in the policy before closing. Accurate legal descriptions are crucial for ensuring that the title insurance coverage is correct and the property is properly described. Proceeding with the closing A or addressing the discrepancy after closing D might lead to complications or future disputes. Cancelling the transaction C might be premature without first seeking a resolution from the title insurance company. Question 18. What is the main purpose of the Nebraska Title Insurance Act in relation to title insurance policies? A. To regulate the pricing and fees charged by title insurance companies. B. To establish the standards and requirements for issuing and maintaining title insurance policies. C. To ensure that title insurance policies cover environmental hazards associated with properties. D. To mandate the types of endorsements that must be included in title insurance policies. Answer. B. Explanation. The Nebraska Title Insurance Act establishes the standards and requirements for issuing and maintaining title insurance policies. This includes defining the responsibilities of title insurers, the types of coverage required, and ensuring compliance with state regulations. It does not primarily regulate pricing, cover environmental hazards, C, or mandate specific endorsements, D, though it may influence overall policy standards. Question 19. Which document provides a preliminary overview of potential title issues before the issuance of a final title insurance policy? A. Title insurance policy. B. Title commitment. C. Closing disclosure. D. Warranty deed. Answer. B. Explanation. The title commitment provides a preliminary overview of potential title issues before the issuance of a final title insurance policy. It outlines the conditions that must be met and identifies any issues that need resolution before the policy is issued. The title insurance policy A is the final document that details coverage. The closing disclosure C provides financial details of the transaction, and the warranty D transfers ownership but does not provide a preliminary overview of title issues. Question 20. In title insurance, which of the following is a key component of risk management for title insurers? A. Ensuring accurate property appraisals. B. Conducting thorough title searches and examinations. C. Providing financial advice to property buyers. D. Managing real estate market trends and forecasts. Answer. B. Explanation. A key component of risk management for title insurers is conducting thorough title searches and examinations. This process helps identify and address potential title issues or defects before they affect the insurance policy. Accurate property appraisals and financial advice C are not part of title insurance risk management, nor is managing market trends D. Effective risk management in title insurance involves ensuring that title issues are identified and resolved to protect the insurer and policyholders. Question 21. Which of the following is not typically covered under a standard title insurance policy? A. Defects in the title arising from a prior owner's actions. B. Claims arising from zoning violations or land use regulations. C. Errors or omissions in the public record affecting the title. D. Unrecorded liens that were not disclosed during the title search. Answer. B. Explanation. A standard title insurance policy generally covers defects in the title arising from a prior owner's actions, A. Errors or omissions in the public record affecting the title. C. And unrecorded liens. D. That were not discovered during the title search. Claims arising from zoning violations or land use regulations. B. Are typically not covered by a standard policy. These issues are usually outside the scope of title insurance, which primarily addresses defects in ownership and legal encumbrances. Question 22. What is the primary role of an ALTA endorsement in a title insurance policy? A. To modify the standard coverage provided by the title insurance policy. B. To provide a detailed account of the financial aspects of the real estate transaction. C. To outline the responsibilities of the title insurance company in case of a claim. D. To specify the legal description of the property being insured. Answer. A. Explanation. An ALTA endorsement modifies the standard coverage provided by the title insurance policy by adding specific protections or expanding coverage to address unique risks associated with a property or transaction. It does not provide a financial account of the transaction. B. Outline the responsibilities of the insurer in case of a claim. C. Or specify the legal description of the property. D. Which are covered in other parts of the policy or related documents. Question 23. Which of the following statements accurately describes a chain of title in Nebraska? A. A record of all the property's past and current ownerships and transfers. B. A summary of the property's financial transactions including mortgages and liens. C. A legal document establishing the current owner's rights to the property. D. A document showing the environmental assessments conducted on the property. Answer. A. Explanation. A chain of title is a record of all the property's past and current ownerships and transfers. It traces the history of ownership to ensure that the title is clear and that the current owner has legal rights to the property. It does not summarize financial transactions. B. Establish current ownership rights. C. Or show environmental assessments. D. Question 24. Which Nebraska regulation requires title insurance agents to maintain a surety bond? A. Nebraska Insurance Code. B. Nebraska Title Insurance Act. C. Nebraska Real Estate Commission Regulations. D. Nebraska Financial Responsibility Act. Answer. B. Explanation. The Nebraska Title Insurance Act requires title insurance agents to maintain a surety bond. This bond is a financial guarantee that the agent will comply with regulations and fulfill their duties ethically. The Nebraska Insurance Code A and other regulations may apply to broader insurance practices, but the Title Insurance Act B specifically addresses bonding requirements for title insurance agents. The Nebraska Real Estate Commission Regulations C and the Nebraska Financial Responsibility Act D are not directly related to title insurance bonding requirements. Question 25. When calculating the premium for a title insurance policy, which of the following factors is typically considered? A. The length of the property's legal description. B. The historical market trends for the property's location. C. The purchase price or loan amount associated with the property. D. The age of the property and its historical significance. Answer. C. Explanation. The premium for a title insurance policy is typically calculated based on the purchase price or loan amount associated with the property. This reflects the amount of coverage needed and the potential risk involved. The length of the legal description, A. Historical market trends, B. And age of the property, D. Are not factors in premium calculation. Question 26. In title insurance, what is the primary function of a title commitment document? A. To finalize the title insurance policy and transfer ownership of the property. B. To list the specific terms and conditions that must be met before issuing the final title insurance policy. C. To provide a detailed breakdown of the closing costs and financial transactions. D. To outline the legal rights and responsibilities of the buyer and seller in the transaction. B. Explanation. The primary function of a title commitment document is to list the specific terms and conditions that must be met before issuing the final title insurance policy. It serves as a preliminary agreement and identifies issues that need to be resolved to ensure the final policy will be issued. It does not finalize the policy. A. Detail closing costs, C. Or outline buyer and seller responsibilities, D. Which are addressed in other documents. Question 27. Which of the following best describes a fiduciary duty in the context of title insurance? A. The obligation to provide financial advice to clients. B. The duty to act in the best interest of the client and uphold professional ethics. C. The responsibility to manage and invest client funds. D. The role of evaluating the market value of a property. Answer. B. Explanation. A fiduciary duty in the context of title insurance refers to the obligation to act in the best interest of the client and uphold professional ethics. This duty includes ensuring that the client's interests are prioritized and that professional conduct is maintained. It does not involve providing financial advice, A. Managing client funds, C. Or evaluating market value, D. Question 28. In the event of a title insurance claim, what is the title insurance company's primary responsibility? A. To provide financial compensation to the claimant without investigation. B. To investigate the claim, determine its validity, and provide coverage as per the policy terms. C. To negotiate a settlement between the claimant and the party with the claim against the title. D. To transfer the claim to a legal representative for court adjudication. Answer. B. Explanation. The title insurance company's primary responsibility in the event of a claim is to investigate the claim, determine its validity, and provide coverage as per the policy terms. This process involves reviewing evidence and ensuring that the policy terms are adhered to. Providing compensation without investigation, A. Is not standard practice, and negotiating settlements, C. Or transferring claims to legal representatives, D. Are not typically the insurer's primary responsibilities. Question 29. What does the term of encumbrance refer to in title insurance? A. The legal right of a third party to use or claim property. B. A financial assessment or appraisal of the property's value. C. A detailed description of the property's boundaries and features. D. The transfer of property ownership from one party to another. Answer. A. Explanation. An encumbrance refers to a legal right of a third party to use or claim property, such as liens, easements, or other restrictions that affect the property's title. It is not related to financial assessments. B. Property descriptions. C. Or ownership transfers. D. Question 30. Which of the following best describes the purpose of a title insurance policy endorsement? A. To update the policy to reflect changes in property ownership. B. To modify or expand the coverage provided by the standard title insurance policy. C. To adjust the premium rate based on additional coverage requirements. D. To provide a record of all prior claims related to the property. Answer. B. Explanation. The purpose of a title insurance policy endorsement is to modify or expand the coverage provided by the standard policy. Endorsements can add specific protections or address unique risks that are not covered by the standard policy. They do not update ownership records. A. Adjust premium rates. C. Or provide claims history. D.